You are listening to Let's Go, the weekly anime podcast about weekly anime from Dynamite in the Brain and Secret of the Sailor Madness. So come along and hang with the Let's Go gang. It's Dwayne.
Hello.
It's Niall.
Howdy.
And it's me, Brian, for the first time in about 4 weeks, not the most ill person on the podcast.
This guy.
Yeah, it's me.
And we're going to start with the anime that aired and end with the anime that aired 19th of July, 25th. Let me hang on. Brain, engage. We're talking about anime that aired the 19th of July, the 25th of July, 2025, starting with Yaiba, episode 15, Showdown, Magician versus Yaiba, in which this time we have put the soul of another guy from Samurai Showdown into the body of a fox. I do need to check whether all these guys being in this predate when Samurai Showdown came out, because I think they possibly do.
Dang.
Oh, you might be right, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck.
because I think Samurai Showdown's 92 for the first one.
Okay, I thought Yaiba was a little later.
Yeah, no, I think Yaiba's 88, the comic starts.
Was that old? Okay.
And fighting games are. Listen, I love them. I love them to bits, but they are known for ripping off other pieces of media.
Yeah, I
from
mean,
their
this guy,
rosters, so
this one is a real historical guy, but yes, it's like
a real historical transforming fox. Wow.
no, he was a Catholic who got killed at 17 years old.
That doesn't come up in the episode of Yaiba. That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, instead he's got magic powers.
It's an improvement.
Gotta take his word for it.
I think. Correct me. Oh no, we open with Onimaru taking on the Japanese military and winning because he's every window in that Tower of Babel castle he has. Is he parked on Mount Fuji now? I think he is.
Yes,
For the
I think he
moment,
is.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
he's kind of at the castle out of crawl. He keeps like teleporting around.
But every window on it has a laser gun in it, so that's not good for the. Like when they said that he's defeated the entire Air Force, I was like, that was 3 planes, guys. Come on, you're not doing much better than
It's
the Irish Air
okay.
Force. In
I
that
can see their
case, like-
parachutes.
yeah, you do see some of them get launched out, which is like, okay, they didn't. He's not killing everyone, just everyone in Osaka. That's the only place where he decided to blow up entirely.
Yes, and so where they go to Kyushu, we get the great scene of seeing how
Yes.
the raft is being propelled. He is swimming. He's got little arms and legs underneath.
Yeah, everyone on the raft is requiring the limbs of a small child to dog paddle them all the way to the thing, which is why
Yes.
it's taking so fucking long, I guess.
Yes, and they end up moving faster when Musashi jabs his sword. As we learn when he returns to normal, in between the buttocks of Yaiba, not directly into the buttock of Yaiba.
That's still gonna do damage. I don't know, man.
Just right between like the logs of the raft.
Yes.
That face is brilliant too. Is like we're seeing all this like transmogrifying humor with this in PUNIRU. It's like a proud tradition being carried on.
Oh yes, and this is. I mean, this whole episode is continuing on another tradition going back to the Disney Sword in the Stone, because it is just the magic shape-changing deal from that redone with ninjas this time and swordsmen.
Yeah.
And you were right, now. Like you would give the shape-shifting power like late into the game, unless next episode we're gonna get into a shape-shifting fight. So that's the good reason to give it to him now.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
So yeah, initially Mr. Spider can't find because he like Onimaru didn't tell him what animal got the thing. So he's just randomly asking animals in the woods. Is it you?
Are you Amakusa? Are you Amakusa? It's just the responses from the animals is what makes it funny.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you. No.
He's an animal, so he must like or at least born from an animal, so he knows what animalese for the rest of them. So why would we talk to each other?
It's basically that it is a fox guy, and he has fox shape-changing powers, which he uses to to troll Mr. Spider by turning into his boss for a little bit.
You're usually bald, sir. You know, you've usually got little ears in you. Oh no, yeah, your little tail poking out one.
Yeah. He keeps forgetting to transmogrify the tail.
Still see your tail. Meanwhile, our heroes run into an old friend. It's Mr. Starfish and his wife and child, which the existence of the wife and child brings up some questions which nobody wants to ask.
Well, yeah, didn't he say like he joined the evil army like just to support his wife and kids back home?
He did, but surely, like all the other ones, he was transformed from an ordinary starfish. So
No.
why are his wife and child also humanoid starfish?
No,
I
he
guess
was a
they
humanoid
must have got
starfish
summoned
beforehand.
along with him at the same time.
Yeah.
Just turn the
He was
man
a-
into a starfish. Starfish going, "Hey, whoa, what am I?" And saying, "Okay, back up against the wall, starfish. You won't work for me. You're gonna kill your whole family." It's like, "Oh, okay, I'll do whatever you want."
Also, isn't one of the ways to make like a baby starfish is to cut off one of the limbs of the starfish and it grow into a different starfish? Or am I thinking of flatworms? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a weird one. But I guess he was a starfish man with wife and kid beforehand. And I guess the thing he got from Onimaru was the ability to turn himself into a ninja star, which is kind of what we see later on. Maybe.
Yes, yeah. I didn't. I had the same thought as you, Dwayne, and I think the thought is why everyone has the strange look on their face. Is starfish can produce asexually, so I think they're thinking,
Can produce. Okay, that's fine.
is his
Yeah.
wife just him, and is his child just him? Like he cut a piece of him off, and he made himself a wife and child.
Well, I mean, like if a man wants to marry a limb that he's cut off of himself
Yes.
that's turned into a woman, then yeah, absolutely. I don't see why not.
I
That's
mean,
in the Bible, Brian.
yes.
Come on.
Don't doubt
That's
our
how
love.
it works.
If you can't
And
love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love anybody else?
Yes, and weirdly vibes with another episode of an anime we'll talk about later.
That's all linked.
Yeah, and I can't remember. Did they get the shape changing fight before they end up in the volcano? Don't they?
Yeah,
The
they gotta go
volcano's
to the
end.
volcano because I heard there's an orb there, a dragon, something or other. That must be the sky dragon I'm looking for. If I'm saying no, it's in a volcano. It's definitely going to be a fire one. Why are you surprised when you find out it's a fire one? But it was like they get that fight inside in there, and Mr. Starfish valiantly, it's like he's out in like a pillar of rock in the middle of the crater. I'm just gonna like spin all the way out over there and grab it and bring it back. But it gets horribly like, scorched and dried out, and on the way back, it's like just go on and save yourself. And no, Mr. Starfish will save you. And half of them are going like, he's fine, he'll be okay, he's tougher than this. And then it's just like, oh, I'm totally gonna die before I go back to my family. To my family, I love him. It's just like splashing water on him. He's fine. He's just got to be dried out. He's being so dramatic about this.
Use the water orb's ability to be a water gun, and he'll be fine. Yeah. You knew that was coming, and it's still a funny joke when it does. But the reason he has to go out and grab it is because Yaiba can't grab it on the vulture because
volcanic smoke you can't see. Also breathe or surviving, but never mind that.
I thought it was initially going to give me vibes of we were talking about it there the last Brian Nightmare, where it's just like left a bit like that kind of thing where they're trying to guide him through the smoke. But no, it's the fact that he has to fight a wizard ninja in a volcano, kind of distracting him from that whole situation.
Yeah, and also the villains don't take a long time to realize that the volcano is going to erupt, and I do like how it is once they all realize it's going to erupt, they all just stop fighting and leave. Because they're not that stupid.
They're behaving very sensibly. Actually, this group has the most amount of the Black Shadow Oni that we've seen. Mostly we see them in the background promoting Onimaru's total takeover of Japan and changing all the local tourist spots, basically. Yeah.
But you gotta get somebody for the rest of the gang to fight while Yaiba is fighting the main one.
Yeah.
It is funny when we see like just tourists taking photos with the demons, because
maybe this Onimaru guy's all right. He really fixed the economy.
Yeah, because they basically replaced all the gift shops with Onimaru gift shops and things. So just Onimaru is the tourist attraction.
Yeah,
you don't gotta live with it. You know, you're just gonna fly back home after this. Which a great shape changing fight. You know, it's all like a game of one upmanship. If I'm going to turn into an elephant and squash, I'm going to turn into a whale much bigger than an elephant and squash you. Oh yeah, well,
And
I'm gonna
as
turn
the
into a
lad's pointing out, it's
UFO.
like a whale can't move on the land. I'm a rocket ship. I'm a UFO. Like it is just trying to outdo each other with the thing. But then they remembered. Well, actually, our not Yaiba because he's an Aegis. Our magician remembered his Puss in Boots. I was like, well, I bet you couldn't turn into a little bean. And Jai was
Oh,
like, "Oh
yeah.
yeah, I'll show you." And I was like, I feel like this might be one of the inspirations for Jerry Beansman, the Yu-Gi-Oh card, because it's such a cute little guy with a sword. I don't know.
He gets promptly swallowed by the magician. It's just like, now the rest of you. Oh, he stabbed me from the inside, didn't he? Yep, he's totally stabbing me.
You just swallowed a bean with a sword. That was a bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Anyways, sweet orb.
yeah, when he gets the fire orb, defeats the wizard turns back into a fox. The fox wanders off because it's not his fight.
It's funny the ones that I bet this intuitively picks up. It's just like, got a little trouble with the water one, transforming one. It's just like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I haven't got the hang of it yet. Anything that involves like something lightning or fire to fuck somebody up, he's just like, oh, here we go. It's like, kabam.
The problem he has with the fire one is it seems to cast like D&D fireball, but he can't aim it for shit. So it's just like I just need to get him point blank. Like that's the solution to the situation. Yeah, no aiming required.
He does reveal that he's getting these visions with each orb as well to the rest of the
yes
group.
Yeah,
for this one.
He's seeing presumably the capturing of these dragons into orb type situation. Yeah, that seems to be what's happening on him.
Next time I think it's Goemon Ishikawa.
Going to Nara. Ooh. Bring me back something nice, folks.
Dear crackers. Then we've got Anne Shirley, episode 16. It's Nicer Not to Know. I only had time to skim through this just to notice that, they've got a nice new character who the animators are going to love drawing because she's a more modern woman of, I guess, the 1920s.
She's a city girl.
Yes.
Yeah, it's them going to. Well, it's her first enrollment, and I think is
in Redmond College. Yeah.
Yes.
But regardless of all this stuff before we leave, though, it's just like,
hey,
hey, Gilbert, do you know me? We'll be firm friends in college. We'll link up our old people right there. But I'm gonna miss this beautiful view. Can you ever imagine anything more beautiful right now? And Gilbert's going, yeah, beautiful.
Your view, you mean? Yes, certainly. Yeah.
So he tries to do this, and I'll try and I'll hold her hand this nice moment. And she's like no, Gilbert, no, we should be friends. Don't want to wreck anything. It's gotta be this way. It's gotta be.
Yeah. I did like the bit that made me laugh the most in this episode is a random old lady comes up to Green Gables, and I was like, "Who's this fucking lady?" And then an assortment of random old ladies come up to the house and tell, and it's just like, "Women don't need no education. You should find yourself a man." It's like, what of
begrudgers, just knocking the door down.
It's so funny. Yeah,
no one's on you.
Yeah, I think I missed that bit. I got the Davy bit where he's like, "My mate's mum says that you're going to college to find yourself a man."
That's pretty. Davey won me over in that moment. I will say, like he's been doing better, but I was like, "All right, Davey, you're all right. Call her out in her shit." Yeah.
And then him going, "How do you find yourself a man after all? Go on, tell me, Anne. I want to know."
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a lot of bits like that, like you say, like house cleaning, like figuring out this kind of stuff, and obviously, Marilla like wants her to go and everything. She's fine with it, so no amount of begrudgers are going to stop her.
We're trying to lay that trip on her, like you're going to leave Marilla by herself if one saying, "No, fucking Rachel's moving in and go have like mad crack." Like it'd be great for them. Yeah, a lot of little bittersweet things, And even at this there were kind of one party there, like was it for like we're gonna carry on the Avenue Society in your place.
Yeah, it was basically like a going away party and a passing of the torch because they were weren't they like the president, the chief secretary, or something like that? I think they were like the two head positions in the.
They're the ones really we're getting the whole thing moving. Yeah. But it's just like, no, she's firm, and it's just like the one who's kind of feeling like, to get in the way of things. But like, we guys got like, I don't want it to be this way when we go to college. Because sure enough, it's like, when his first day at college, he's like, he's other friends and other girls are noticing like, hey, Gilbert is one fine gentleman. If I do say so myself, it's just like, yeah, I suppose he is. I don't really see it myself, but you do, and you do.
Yeah,
Now-
the other
now you
women who
want- now you
have
want my
went to
co-
college to
now.
catch a man.
Mm.
Speaking of women who've come to college to catch a man, there's a shy, beautiful woman on the sidelines, and Anne, and what's the girl from
Priscilla.
Priscilla.
It was
Priscilla
one of the
have-
girls that's going like, oh, hi, Gilbert. How's it going, Priscilla? I'm glad we're back in the same class again. Not as glad as I am. And she, watch out, Anne. Your best friend at college is going to be like sticking them out
Yeah.
from India.
And it's the combination of bit like again, she's talking about it's like, wow, I feel like I'm very unimportant. All these other important people like know where they're going and that kind of stuff. And it's yeah, you're no longer a big fish in a small pond. You're in the big ocean of it now, and that also goes for potential romantic interest. But anyway, this other woman is initially like shy at the opening thing, and they meet her later in a. They're touring the graveyard next to the boarding house because it's all historic and interesting and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It is
It
genuinely.
reminds me
nice,
of the
but,
Woodland Walk Back Home. Here's that
Exactly.
girl again. It's just like, oh, is she very shy? Is she like, no, it's just like, no, she's anything but shy. She's one saying, oh my God, if I saw you two this morning, I'm dying to talk to you. You look like some real like dapper dames. How's it going? I'm Joe from the city.
And they would try to like give her like the light compliment. It was like, oh, we thought you were the most lovely girl there. And it's like, well, thank God you said it because I thought it, but it's nice to have that confirmed by a stranger.
Yeah, so this
yeah,
is
she's great.
Philippa Gordon, isn't it? This character.
Mm.
She wears lipstick.
Like an adult. I mean, like you're all technically adults now. Like you've been working 9-to-5 jobs for some time.
Yes, you've got new character designs.
Yeah.
That's the difference. This part of the story is Anne does now have a new character design as opposed to
She
just-
is bigger. She is like less like whatever amount of heads high a child is basically.
Yeah,
Anyway, a tall child, yeah.
you notice that like Anne got tall, but Diana kind of stayed the same height.
Yeah, some people don't get the growth spurt, man.
Well,
what can you do?
she's easily living up in that fancy house of hers. Yeah, there's so many interesting people here. There's so many interesting like folks to get into mischief and adventures with.
Yeah, it kind of again like besides the clearing house in the last one, like and kind of sums up as like, wow, I've already made connections to the local history by looking at the graveyard. I've already made new friends and kind of thing. It's like we're building up the new status quo kind of thing. is
Yeah,
the
she's a
impression
really
I'm getting from her.
weird, intense moment where he's like looking at it looks like Gravestone earlier. Oh, here's so and so, and must have an interesting life. And it's like,
Yeah,
here's this
yeah.
dude, like like he died in like the siege back in the war of this port, and it was like totally, and then like and it's just like reaching towards his grave, having this like very vivid, like almost a flashback to seeing this guy in a boat and like in the middle of the carnage
And this thing
like-
she like talks about feeling the connection to the history of the town, and I think it's kind of the thing of I could be wrong. It might be more clear in the novel that that's like her ideal man. She's meant, oh, what if my ideal man died in the war, kind of thing, Yeah.
It just seems like very like very frightened and very like concerned and kind of like one dripping in sweat from this like her own imagination getting away with her. It was a very weird kind of tonal change, and it was like, well, that was a nice afternoon. I met Phil. I met Priscilla again. I think college is going to be just dandy. Like, okay, hope you get more kind of intense PTSD like secondhand off of this. Go to that graveyard again. But yeah, it's good. It's like I have like this is kind of bit of Anna Green Gables and Shirley. I don't really know like much of anything about. So what goes.
So it'll be quite
It seems to be kind of rattling through things at a very quick pace, and considering how many episodes they likely have left, maybe they may feel that way for a little bit.
Yeah, I think they said they're already doing these 3. I don't think we're getting any further into Anne's House of
the first 3 books, is
Dreams.
it?
Just the
Yeah.
3 I heard, was what
Okay,
they were
that's
doing.
not so bad then. Okay, I wouldn't want them to rush through the whole thing, like, so that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's still multiple books left if they want to come back for some more.
If
Yeah,
they really want
exactly.
to, yeah.
If they want to, yeah.
I wouldn't say no. Keep it coming.
With You in the Rain, episode 3. Did you see this, Dwayne? Because I didn't really see it, so we can
I
skip it.
did. I did.
You did. So we get open with a flashback to them as high school kids.
Yeah, it was like, oh, when did she become so like indrawn and like kind of like very flat and everything like that? I was like, no, she's always been like that. Apparently, is the thing.
Yes, I think that's the thing. It's not just an author thing, though. I think
Yeah,
perhaps
yeah.
it being her thing is what had directed her to
Led her to
becoming
be
a
an author.
novelist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because obviously the comparison is compared to Mushroom Dog because it is quite similar in that
Yeah,
strange
a
animal.
magical dog has shown up. This one
Yes,
is definitely not a dog, but it is magical. So yeah.
yes, it's not clear if Fuji is depressed. There's like a moment towards the end at the beach where you're like, "Oh, that seems like body language of someone who might be depressed," but then in the close up, you can't tell, and maybe that's the point, is that you can't necessarily tell just
Yeah.
from looking at body language. Um,
I mean, like it's one of her two friends that keeps pointing out is like I can see, like she says, I can see the gears are turning there, but I can't tell what the fuck you're thinking. It's like you can't really know what another person's thinking, and I think that's what this is trying to get across. And we're mostly the point of view character for us, the audience, is the fucking dog. Where it's just like,
yes.
what is she thinking, kind of thing, because we don't know. Yeah.
And then the two friends come round as adults, bring presents. One of them,
They want to see the new dog. Yeah.
one of them, the dog takes to because she's brought him a bowl, and the other one he immediately takes against because she tries to touch the leaf on its head.
Well, she points out, hey, that looks like a raccoon. Did you put a leaf on its head to make it more look like a
Yes.
tanuki kind of thing? And it basically paws down. It's like, no, no touchy. No, no high five. You know, it's just like denying her everything. It's like, this fucking dog sucks. This is a shitty
Yes,
fucking
but then a
dog.
good part of the rest of the
Doesn't do
episode is
it.
her trying to win the dog round to liking her.
Yeah, she clearly like it's the thing, and it was the same when they were kids. Like she comes across as really harsh and mean, and it's like no, she is lovable and wants to be loved and wants other people to like her as well. But she's just very harsh in how she do things, and I guess that's kind of like the friend group dynamic. You got the bubbly one, the one that seems mean, and the one that seems flat and emotionless. I guess is their triptych.
Yes,
Yeah,
because then the end part is how the pair of the friends always want her to come to the beach with them, and she refuses.
yeah.
But she'll go to the beach on her own and then send photos of her at the beach on her own to her two friends.
Yeah,
Which,
when the mean friend gets the pictures and it's like, hey, you went to the beach. It's like, hey, next time let's all go to the beach. And she's like, nah, not my thing. You know, as a text
yeah,
message, and it's just like, "Mm."
yeah,
But that's the thing. She seems to enjoy time spent. She doesn't. She likes obviously spending time with her friends. As a teenager, as a adult, but she really appreciates time on her own. And time with a dog is kind of time on your own because you're not engaged in socialization. You're not engaged in conversation
no,
as much as you
But the
want to.
dog knows everything you do.
yeah.
Well, the
Also,
dog's capable of speech, so
yeah, and she's a little mean to the dog as well this episode in that she tries to
yeah,
force the dog to show off its writing skills to the friends, and he gets all nervous and runs away and imagining himself as the melting ice caps. Um, is how he expresses his nervousness. I guess I watched more of it than
mm.
I thought I did. Um, but yeah,
See, not much happens, but it's a pretty chill time as the show goes. Yeah,
yes, and I like how ambiguous it is
yeah,
about Fuji, um, which I guess is kind of the point. It becomes also part like all the people in Fuji's life of like how they are seeing her and how that affects them by the way she behaves or doesn't behave towards them. Um,
mm.
yeah, it's a fun old show. I think we mentioned the opening. I think it's the animator who did that Piplup music video, special music video for Pokemon way back. I think
Okay.
they've done
Okay.
some other stuff as well, where it's kind. Is it rotoscoped? I feel like it's rotoscoped. I think the Piplup stuff is like the proportions are more human proportions than cartoon proportions. I think it's the same here for the
Yeah,
human
yeah.
stuff in there. I think it's the
I mean, the
they've
The walk
Very
cycle
similar style,
is
if
very
not.
smooth,
Yeah.
and it does the kind of like the fashion thing of she's putting on the different shoes, the different walks. But then I noticed that in the walk cycle, she never actually has the trainers on, because then you'd have to animate it separately, because you walk differently in heels than you do in trainers, kind of thing. I was like, okay, yeah, you've got your really smooth walk cycle down. So yeah, I get you.
Yeah, that's like an opening, and there's another opening I keep on forgetting to mention. So remember, we need to discuss the opening to detectives these days are crazy when we get to that. Because
The closing as well.
yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
both of
yeah,
those.
sure. Mm.
Then you can tell me all about My Dress Up Darling, episode 15. I love slice of life scenes. Heart, heart, heart.
Yep.
I don't know why. I don't know why I picked that for the episode title. It's just like, I guess another Cutter's line from the episode. This is how all the greats do it. How we've done it before ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little like it's a little structure here of like previously on my
Yes.
darling, you know, leaving
Yeah,
you off on a
yeah.
little cliffhanger thing. It's very minor thing that's resolved in like
How
5 minutes
do
or
they
less.
equip boobs? We need to know. We need to, like, this is the thing. I knew you could do this from like years back. I saw someone cosplaying as I saw like pictures of a cosplay of Rebecca from One Piece, and I was like, that's and basically she had a pair of plush boobs on. And I was like a Muppet, I guess, kind of thing. I was like, oh, that's really good, because you'd be fucking freezing in that fucking costume otherwise.
And it's just, if you're just like, hey, we don't want to be showing off all my actual skin here. You know, some of these character designs are a bit salacious. If you know, even as a veteran cosplayer, I find them a little bit, scandalous. So why you gotta do
your
is
man takes him into the
good
specialist
cosplay
store.
shop.
Yeah, and like I had the joke in my head and it was just too fucking dumb. So it picks up one off the rack, and it's like, here, Gojo, let me just demonstrate it on you. And just stuffs it down the front of his shirt, kind of thing. And she wants a cop a feel. Is like, whoa, let me have a go. And he's like, no, I'm really. It feels weird, man, because it's the girl you like. Grow up in your tits. I don't know.
Also, he's not the performer. He's the engineer here. It's just to get more engrossed. Okay, I didn't know you could do that kind of thing with an eyebrow pen. It's just like, my mom and makeup. It's all like it's all pink because it's a little personal touch because the idol character is like kind of big. I thought there's maybe more people with that. It's like, wow, honestly, all these little like tips and tricks I know, like I didn't know about at all. Again, this is all not news to me from watching 17 plus seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race plus spin-offs and everything like that. But then, I'm aware of all the tricks are showing off here.
It's new to him, and I kind of like the combination of like going through stuff like using like was it like an orange foundation to do like a different
concealer,
yeah. I was like, that's really interesting stuff. But also the thing that's interesting to Gojo as well is it's like, oh, these are like pre-made wigs in characters, like, yeah, and you can buy like pre-made costumes upstairs, because I'm not like technically that kind of way. You've been making the wigs yourself, like, and cutting them and styling them, so that's a skill level above what I'm capable of. And you get kind of feeling in some bits where like Gojo's talking about is like, so the way you dress like a girl, and your man's like, oh, okay, here we go, he's gonna fucking start asking me the difficult question. He's like is that different, because I usually have to dress up her like as a different girl or her as a man, so like I don't really know, like, what kind of mindset he getting into. He's really like, this is fascinating to me. I haven't really had access to this kind of way of thinking. He's like,
these kind of tools, actually, as a craftsman, if I'm saying, it's like he's approaching all this like, like I got to like engineer like a crafting solution to pull this thing off now. It's like, and it's the same thing with the dolls. He's just kind of approaching from my way. It's like, maybe I just don't have if I can't solve what I got in front of me, I just need I got a different tool to do that. And it's just you just need all this, like, try this makeup brand, try this like makeup look, use this stuff and this look, use lots of tape. Tape is your best friend. The cosplay malfunction there when around and fun saying, oh, go to my tape has come loose, my eye has come down, whatever the hell it was for. We gotta fix this.
Yeah, it's. I think that was in the first season where it changes like the shape of her eyes and stuff like that. Your man was talking a similar thing where he actually adds like a lid underneath to make his eyes look bigger. That's really interesting. Again, a lot of stuff I don't know, but yeah, cool stuff.
Yeah, it was get back out, and I got out on the floor, and then like 2 layers approach, and then
they're
like,
wearing the same game character.
They're from the same game, yeah. And it's like,
yeah.
Can we like let's like get in for a photo with you? It's just like, yeah, sure. Just so you know up front, I'm like a dude in drag, like, is that all right? It's just like some bit weird about that, but they're like, oh whoa, I had no idea, you're so good, that's fucking amazing. They go like, massive
Yeah.
like, spree of taking photos out there, and it's
It's
like,
again
yeah.
that slight pause where he's like, "Are you gonna?" Guy's gonna be like, "No, not interested. That's kind of creepy." And it's just like, no, they're just like, "Oh," I think the trend says that, "Oh, we stand." They're like, they're very into it. Is the thing.
Yeah,
They
and
take
then
much
he has
good.
to relate to Tale of Woe one day. Well, this did happen to me once, like I was just
My sister dressed me up for like it was like a comedy thing, wasn't it?
yeah, they're watching like like a drag comedian. I guess well,
Yeah.
I thought a comedian and drag would be hilarious. But saying, oh, I didn't. Oh, sure, we should dress you up. You look like totally cute and fun. Saying, see, it's good. Like, you look pretty good now. I wouldn't know the difference. And he has a moment as well. Like they have like a makeover around with it, like again on Drag Race. Like, no, they might bring like a family member on. Oh, you're gonna like put them up and drag and put them up and we'll see And they go like one, wow, when they turn around the mirror all done up, it's just like, is that me? Like, I have no idea that was me. Like, and they often they line it up and then drag doesn't like conceal who you are, but it like brings out who you actually are inside. So it's just like, this is cool. I didn't know there's that now, and luckily has supportive family, sister, and all the hookups. Even mem chipped in for things. It was great.
And the thing he's talked about, like he's like a shorter guy with like a slighter build, and he's like always gotten kind of shit for it, or girls aren't really interested in him, kind of thing. So it like this kind of thing let him pretend to be someone else, and in pretending to be this character who he liked, he kind of took her confidence into his regular everyday when he's not dressed as her. So again, like it kind of allowed him to pretend to be a confident person. And it's like, well, I can just be a confident person. Like play pretend, like actually gave him social skills that he was lacking, and improved his
like
life.
kind of like adopting like a persona can like give you the confidence in them. But that thing is still the secret is that confidence is inside you all the time. You can access it whenever you want. In drag or not.
It's just to practice to learn how to use it. So, and he was talking, I was like, yeah, and it was grand, and I went to college because he's like 20, like he's way older than them. But I got my first girlfriend. She asked me out. It was really nice. But when she got home, she saw a bunch of my dresses, assumed I was cheating on her with someone with a massive amount of dresses in my wardrobe. And I was like, no, those are mine. She's like, dude, that's creepy. You're gonna have to give that up. And it does the slight pause thing where it's like, oh no, he does a slight pause thing again where it's like, she told me to give up my hobby, and so I dumped her
ass.
And it's just like, you think it's going to be like, oh, that really hurt. It's like, yeah, I fucking got rid of her, but it's affected the two of them quite strongly, where Iman's like, I would never fucking say that was weird or creepy, because we know Gojo has like friggin' trauma related to that, and she starts crying. It's like, she could see that this is a thing you were really into. These were your fucking things. Like, that's fucked up that you say that to you. Yeah, that's not cool. So they're like, he's obviously over it. Like, he's just like, yeah, dumped her immediately, obviously, because this is my fucking hobby that I love doing.
It's so nice, like you're somebody that's met and it's all like, oh, this from like, oh, you're having a little cosplay thing there. You used this and said, nope, not at all. I'm actually someone a little further down this road and further down a different road, a parallel ones a year like this. But like, you seem like good kids, and I wouldn't mind talking to you again, meeting up sometime.
Yeah, when they're kind of seeing him off at the train station, he's out of the costume and everything, just going home as a guy. They're both just like, dude, he's really fucking hot. What the hell?
Yeah. Then we get a little bit here that's like, Marina's on like a little modeling gig, and it's like, it's like, she's like so stylish, so fashionable. It's just like, is it okay if I be your friend? And yeah, sure. Like often like the boyfriends are, come on, you're the boyfriend, my friend. Say no, our thing is a bit more money based. It's just like, what? I'm not gonna inquire any further about that.
Yeah, because the person on the magazine, I've forgotten what actually her role was. The person organizing the shoot.
Who she was until now,
yeah, she's basically trying to go, I was hoping you as the boyfriend would convince her to be like our full-time model, because she only does like part-time stuff because she said it interferes with the hobby. But she's convinced, like, yeah, no, they're definitely like boyfriend and girlfriend, like the way they're acting, the way that she's like, oh, we're going to a birthday party after. Yeah, so
picking up on things, and Gojo was even saying, I saw the dichotomy of a person the other day at this now, and then like I guess Marin is that way as well, because like we see her like doing a modeling gig from the photo, but she's very stylish and very confident, and this like very impressive. Then we go home and like he's also a super fucking lame nerd who's celebrating the birthday party of her favorite character from the hentai game. We're going out with the masks and having cake and the Hulk pillows. This like, yeah, it's okay. She's not as unassailable beauty. She's just a little bit of a fucking nerd.
Yeah, that they're both at the party initially wearing wearing the paper cutout masks of this fucking character, and I was just like, this is a weird situation, man. I know every aspect of this girl, like the mature, like cool model fucking thing, and the fucking stupid motherfucker wearing a paper mask at a fictional hentai character's birthday party. And it's just like, yeah, it's all her though, so it's great that I get to see all these parts of her. Weird
Yeah.
though some of them are.
I know it's just all still incredibly charming. It's just like, you
Yeah.
fucking get me again. Mm.
It's a solid show, man. Yeah.
Yeah, again, it looks very fine all the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, they've like got a good handle, like, how to be kind of salacious, but wasn't make it funny without being too completely just like leery. It's just like, oh yeah, it's just a very fucking like gross-minded teenagers. A lot of them are, and that's going to happen. Here's something that's kind of representative of him.
Yeah. It's nice. It's very like inclusive. It's very understanding. It's very curious and informative. It's a nice show.
Kids are all right.
Well, even when they're cosmic horrors who've come down from a mountain, the kids are all right. In summer, the Hikaru died. Episode 3, Denial, in which
That's me.
Yoshiki's kind of like starts to feel bad about that he's acting like this thing with his friend's face is his friend, and that this thing he's acting like his friend, telling him about if you eat watermelon seed, you'll become a watermelon man, because that's a reference to a story when Hikaru was younger, and alive. Then during this, Yushiki realizes, oh, his dad disappeared going up the mountain around the same time of year that Hikaru went up the mountain and disappeared.
It's nearly like he's denying the grieving process, like the loss of his friend, because this isn't your friend, but it feels good, right? It feels like your friend.
And then it feels bad that it feels good, so that he
Yeah.
runs off and speaks to the middle-aged monk that he ran into.
This is where it feels like the was very like Stephen King sort of story. He's very much like I see things. I got like a gift.
He's got the
that I
shinning.
can see
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
Sometimes dead is better. I know from personal experience. Sometimes dead is better.
Yes, because apparently, as she explains, one day her dead husband turned up, and she let him into the house, and things didn't go well, and her oldest son got it was like a scar that will never heal, and went to the city. I wonder who he's going to possibly turn out to be.
Yeah. And it's also like kind of knowing glances and saying things that aren't there. She kind of like puts her hand over her presumably finger that had a ring on it, because it has like a mark on her hand. It's just like there's all kinds of subtleties.
It looks like nice. More than just like 10 to 10 line. Almost the finger was severed off and reattached.
Yeah. There's it's but not a huge amount of attention is drawn to it. Like she never points it out or anything. I like the way it's framed. And again, they're just in a family diner, and it's just a nice sunny day until they get more into the conversation. And obviously the summer storm rolls in, and just
ruins
totally really nice.
Yes. Yeah. And her theory is that whatever came down from the mountain was supposed to stay in the mountain, preventing all the other things that are now escaping from the mountain and into the woods.
It's thrown the balance all out of whack. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that she's like, it's like gentle warning of like somebody who's been here before, and explaining what the problem is, rather than going into a panic about it. Because she's explaining she would move out the town if her daughter and mother-in-law didn't want to stay in the town. That's why she's staying.
Yeah.
All this threatening aura that's spelled by the $1 million birthday parfait. It's ordered to the table.
Yeah, and also all throughout this episode, there's like, as well as like the tension of Yoshiki and the thing that's pretending to be Hikaru, and Rie, and the sort of the supernatural things going on in town. There's also the sense of tension between village and town and city.
Yeah.
The relationship that town and the villages have to the mountain.
That
Mm.
like, do you want to be stuck in the sticks? You want to like move back to the or move out of the town, get to the
yes,
city,
I
build
suppose like
yourself
I
your own
suppose
thing.
even their choice to like we're gonna go to like the family restaurant, the American
The
style one.
American style one, the very like and like you said, all that perfect like bombacious fucking sparklers in the
Manufactured
fucking
positivity
yeah
all the time.
yes.
It,
They make it clear, like,
mm,
a big part of Yoshiki's problem is that when he was younger and Hikaru was his only friend because they were the only two kids the same age in the village.
yeah,
It's once
yeah.
they start going to school in the town, then they start meeting other people their own age.
Their world gets a bit wider,
Yeah,
but their world was very small, and yeah, it's that kind of like you said, Brian, that kind of difference between the small mindedness and the expanding your scope or losing what you were kind of thing, which is very much in theme for a monster piloting a child's corpse. Yeah.
yes. And then the problem at the end that as Yoshiki realizes that, oh no, and also Hikaru realizes it as well. So like they confront each other, and Hikaru can't bring himself to kill Yoshiki, which is the thing he instinctively knows he should be doing if you're the person he thought was his ally is denying him now, and he can't bring
Mm.
himself to do it because he likes Yoshiki now, and he doesn't know what to do with his feelings because he wasn't a human before, and now he's
Oh,
a
no, he doesn't.
human.
He's not even sure if they're his feelings or the feelings of
Yes,
the body that you've kind of just glommed onto.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah. I
something
think
in there though.
yes, we
yeah.
see him dreaming as well this episode, which is another indication that he's becoming more human. So we had like the denying your own instincts in the last episode, and now
Yeah.
he's dreaming in this episode. So he's becoming more like a human being slowly. I don't think he's got empathy yet,
You
but
know,
it's
No,
like
he's got
what?
jealousy. It's like you're not seeing other
yes,
people hanging out with other people. Mm.
And again,
yes,
denying those feelings, which maybe those were really Hikaru's feelings, but kind of denying those, like, because the end is like, listen, dude, as long as you're there for me and shit like that, I don't care who you meet up. I'm not gonna let that get to me. Again, denying those other feelings because you want things to be a certain way. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. And then Yushiki comes to the conclusion, oh, I've got to, even if this isn't Hikaru, I kind of got to look after this thing because clearly this thing can't survive in the world on its own in this
It
state.
doesn't know how to like. It has so much information and memories, and it can,
yeah.
I suppose, mimic the things based on past actions, but it doesn't really know what it's all for or what it is. And it's all these emotions, all these hormones rushing through my body. I don't know how you go on with this.
And it's the combination of like that and the again what the housewife was saying, the mixing, which the thing that is Hikaru is mixing in a way it wasn't expecting, to becoming more human. And he's mixing is like, well, I should help this monster out. I mean, it's kind of my
It's an
fault.
interesting change in the power dynamic as well, because
Yeah.
she's being threatened by this otherworldly being, no matter like the form it took, how friendly it was. But it's
Mm,
always like this, like I'm not sure what this is. I can't be myself around it, even though it's so similar and so familiar. But now, like, oh, I got to when I want to take care of it, and this you can just see that there's a really kind of shift in it. This like in that aspect of it.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
The other thing is the editing in this episode is fucking amazing. Um, just the
Yeah,
cuts
yeah.
between things, particularly the last scene in the classroom with them confronting each other. I was just like, God, I'm hard pressed to say there's a better thing this year than this, and it's only 3 episodes in.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. So yeah,
Those
easy.
point of view ones are brilliant. As when it's Yoshiki's point of view, it has like the
As the
fringe
bangs,
just
yeah.
in front of the camera is this.
Mm,
Yep,
mm,
he's hiding underneath those from everybody's prying eyes. Yeah.
mm, mm.
Also a nice little thing whenever they have memories of their childhoods, it's in 4:3 ratio and then
Yeah.
it spans out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a nice,
That's
simple
nice.
little trick, but it gets me every time. There's a feel
Mm.
like even like on the typography and things, it's like a kind of distorted little like display in a camera. It's all kind of warping and fuzzy like an old camcorder. Um,
Mm, mm.
you know, that's nice relaxing summer holiday video. Nothing horrible
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There was definitely still something really funny in this. Like, it has escaped me now as we're talking about it.
Well, it's when like he's like he's trying to oh Yoshiki is sulking right now. I'll just go like I'll do my
Oh
funny
yes,
face.
it's those faces. Yes, you're
Didn't
right.
work.
Yeah.
Shit, the funny face doesn't work anymore. It's
This
just
is
like
serious.
panicking about it. Like if this could be shot the same way with less body horror, and it could be just like a summer drama kind of thing, like
Yeah.
like
Very
a
much so,
teen
yeah.
drama or something like that. Like
Oh,
yeah,
I imagine that there's probably a lot like action just at some stage, like
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
jammed into a movie, maybe it'll be a TV drama, who knows? But I'd say it's a kind of thing that'll probably get adapted again to another format.
Sure.
Yeah, and that parfait may be cursed by lactose intolerance. Because that was a delicious look. Oh, I suppose I could eat the drawing. That'd be fine.
Essential links.
Then we got Witch Watch, episode 16. Miharu, Kiryu, the vampire, missing Parasol, and I'm so glad you're here.
This thing I forgot to watch. I knew it was something.
I didn't watch this one either. Did you watch this, Dwayne?
I did, but if you want to skip over it,
We
we're
can
cool.
skip
like,
over it. Yes, we've got plenty to talk about.
I read
yeah.
Witch Watch. That's all.
PUNIRU, episode 15. RUNE dance, in which PUNIRU curses an inanimate object with sentience.
No. She's alive. I thought for a minute, was this going to be like, we've seen that other slime. It's just like this kind of metallic sheen. But I thought, she's going to like evolve into. But if you watch it in credits now, you see that those two characters are all in the lineup together. So
yes,
it's a different form of horror we're releasing upon the world.
This is the setup to that, essentially.
Yeah. So Rune, the batteries have gone in it. I think is basically.
Yes, I think completely busted, and it's going to cost millions of yen to get a recharged, replaced battery.
And we get
and that's the friend discount because
and we get a kind of a crossover thing with Alien MuMu here, fun thing. Well, like people think that robot pets will actually last for years, but they run out. They eventually will their parts will wear and tear, and there's no replacements for them. So it's just there's just no support for the product anymore. It's just like, okay, we've got another scene from the other cartoon that's slotted in here, but it's handily explained. Yeah. So RUNE is no different. So I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do for her. There's no parts to repair it. And say, no, there must be a way. I'm gonna turn into a nurse, a nurse PUNIRU, and see if I can put some slime can solve this problem.
Yeah, we should say at this point, Mami has sold PUNIRU to Hiroshi Mad in return, because he was only going to repair it if he could experiment on PUNIRU, and to save one of her children's lives, she was willing to sell the other child into scientific
Mami's logic
experimentation.
is it's a parent's duty to understand how their child's body works, and as the scientist says, we don't know why this slime is alive, and it's like, I should know how the slime is alive. She's put on the lab coat. She's sold on the whole situation.
Yes, as you say, PUNIRU becomes a scientist, a nurse, injects
silicone, I think, is the secret ingredient.
Yeah. Injects RUNE with some of herself, which brings her alive again, literally alive. She now has a full personality, full independent will. And then the second half of the episode,
very, very shy, no matter what the dancing from before might have suggested to you.
Oh, the other thing at the start of the episode, the one of the two girls, the Angel and Devil girl, has recorded her, and
I think it's called A and B because there's
I think you're right.
Otherwise, it's like there's like girl A, girl B. We just need them to chime in.
Like that. But yeah, she's went viral on Influencegram or whatever the fuck they call it in this version with the RUNE dance, and PUNIRU also doing it. So she's looking to get that next viral hit the entire episode. That's her B plot running in the background.
And it's like, I've just gained a sentience. Could you please not post videos online with me, like without me permission? It's kind of intrusive. It's just like, what? Remember, it used to be cool. Why can't we do cool things anymore? If I'm saying, like, Echo, I think we're getting too carried away. If I'm saying, no, I gotta get the hits, gotta get the views.
Yeah, and so the second half of the episode is essentially other people pressuring RUNE to do things that she doesn't want to do.
Do things that the toy would do, or do things that the original toy that she's based off is supposed to do, according to the maid.
Or exploit her for merchandise is like what PUNIRU is trying to do. Also, PUNIRU tries to bring other things alive by injecting them with herself.
Oh, it's a covered in gunk.
Yeah,
Again, this is
your
all
man's
for
Gundam model doesn't work, but your man's Bishojo fucking thing. He's like, actually, this is pretty good. I like the
Supposed
way
to be
this looks.
actually.
That kid is creepy. I don't like him.
By the way, we're also trying our best to keep all the secret from Okanaga, because if she finds out that the toy achieved 1 throughout scales, it's suddenly come to life and is kind of devastated. Also,
and
we've
the
got
toy that she
like
loves hasn't come to life yet. She's gonna be real pissed off.
also
Yeah.
Kotor is meant to like work for me until like that's when I'll help him. So I need him as
yes,
part of
because
my
he's trying
focus
to
group to
earn
develop a new.
yes, because he's trying to earn money to repair RUNE by working for her. But it turns out she is the one sensible person this episode who eventually tells RUNE that you just have to follow what's inside you and don't listen to other people trying to tell you what to be.
This is like a wonderful speech about like being true to yourself after she discovers RUNE, who's given up on life and decided to be a flower in the garden. And it kind of pulls her out of wait, is RUNE? Is that you? It's it's cool, dude. Like you are you, and I wouldn't want you to be anyone else, and we're cool. I was just like, wow, what an uplifting thing in a very fucking stupid show in a bizarre way.
And at this moment, I thought, is RUNE going to be the one sensible person in this show? And then she immediately dashes it by becoming a massive fan of RUNE.
I mean, like, she's based off the original toy, man.
Well, also she was spent all night being brainwashed by the maid into trying to be a replacement for RUNE. But
now that I know all her vital stats, I'm really into this fucking mouse.
Her backstory is really engrossing.
We gotta obey my prime directive. I gotta follow my programming.
But I like how like gentle and sweet she is compared to how manic everybody else is and how.
Yeah, that'll make a nice contrast.
It's a good balancing out of things, and it's just like when a lot of this is about like the toys you have and how you may outgrow them, or how you may, even though when you should have outgrown, you're still attached to them. It's also about like how you take care of them, like. So for some of them, they might like take if it's a care and you got like a RUNE who like lasts you and be your friend for your whole life, or you'll probably wind up more like with the last stuff is just covered in shite and things stuck onto it, it's no good to anybody. So these things like were your friends and they give you so many nice memories. So try and hang on to them. Maybe you're like got somebody you want to pass them on to, and you will always have those memories of them, and you're never going to outgrow those.
Yeah, and while there's things from this week that I should have watched, I have watched next week's already, and it's a great episode. It has an amazing joke. And this episode is all set up from the next part to happen as to why there can be another slime creature. Then we got City, episode 3, starting with Tekaridake Troupe Volume, in which meets the head of a theatre troupe at the college. He's written his brand new play. It's late. He's like, I know I've got to apologize. I know I said the last play was a masterpiece, but this one's the real masterpiece. And I was going through this, and you're always careful just to keep the shot on him. I was like, it's going to be revealed that there's nobody else in this troupe. No, even better, the troupe is a bunch of animals, and it's not clear whether he's then fantasizing that they're beating him up because they're toy animals, or whether they are real animals who are beating him up.
Hey, skateboard monkeys real in my heart.
One of them appears to be a phoenix. So
yes,
yeah, it's the bird from the start of the show that was irrelevant. I was wrong.
It's a pretty
it's part
weird
of an acting
town,
troupe.
so who knows? Anything could happen in this little city.
Yes. Then we get
Monkey, you're punching me awful hard. You must really enjoy this idea.
Damn.
Okay, I'll raise it. I'll feed you more. I'll give you some gyozas. Gyozas not enough. Okay, omurice. How about omurice? Is that any better? They keep just attacking, mauling him.
Yeah. Then we get Riko Izumi's Close Call, which introduces Riko Izumi, who I take from context clues is Wako's younger sister. And
she's got a smile that lights the world up.
Yes, it always looks like something horrible is about to happen to her throughout this sketch. And then it turns out, no, she lives a blessed existence. Is this the
This is
one
the
which
one where everyone falls
ends?
in love with her constantly as well. Yeah.
It's just like the most minor thing. Whoops, missed that last step. I have a little
Oh,
spill
it's,
here. My life flashes before my eyes before
yes,
I hit the ground. If I say, nope, caught myself, I'm good.
yes.
All right.
It's the because it's the beats of flash before your eyes, and then we flash before the octopus's eyes that she was about to eat.
Yeah.
Yep, I gotta like grow up. I gotta graduate from college and get me a job at a takoyaki place. As a chef, I
Mm.
hope.
The fact he's prepared a resume to take to
Yeah.
the takoyaki place to be killed and eaten.
It's a very prestigious position. Like, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
is he gonna land on the ground?
Nope.
No, it's all right. We're good.
Oh well, everyone else loves her, so I guess
Mm.
he's fulfilled his purpose.
Then we've got it's
Bakery.
Midori and Nikura. They go to the bakery and is it got 1-star review? And and they go inside. It's completely empty except for a single piece of bread,
Yeah.
which is going for market price.
There's no price on it. It just says market price.
Still warm too. It's like it's been freshly baked. So what does that mean?
And at that stage, the baker comes out. Is like, you touched it. That means you bought it. And it's like,
Well, it's about solving the riddle of fun. There's no like tongs
yeah,
or a plate or anything. Like, what do you do? It's just like, I guess you just grab it with your hand. And he's just like, well done. You figured it out. Pick it up with your hands, of course.
and
And
he's come
also,
out
yeah,
with it. Like, it seems more delicious than it is because it's hot. You can get that fresh baking smell. It's like, actually, that's yesterday's bread. Well, I just put it in the
I
microwave for 30
appreciate it.
seconds,
yes.
and it smells really good. But it is market price, which means it is fuck all. Like, I'm not
90,
like
90 yen is what he's charging, yes. And which
In
Nakura's
grand.
relieved because Nakura had lost a bet and was going to have to buy the bread for Nagumo. And
Mm.
then what's the sandwich he puts out, the roll he puts out?
it's a
It's got the
yakisoba
noodles.
pan.
Yeah,
Yes.
So this is
it's
freshly
freshly
done.
fucking
It's
made.
got like
Yeah.
fucking like
Yes.
truffle and just like all this like ingredients. Please don't drop it. Oh, you dropped it. Yep.
Yes.
You gotta pay for that now.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
ridiculously expensive because he's put ridiculously expensive ingredients in it, far more extravagant than you'd ever need.
Also, naturally, it comes like fresh out of like
Yes.
fresh out of the kitchen, and it's put on there. Of course, it's gonna be scalding. Of course, I'm gonna drop it. It's
Yeah.
the fun thing, eh? Well,
Yeah.
it's a business plan. You may not like it, but it's working for me
No.
so far.
Yeah, and also
you
he's
can see why
explaining
this
this.
place has delicious bread,
Yeah.
but a 1-star fucking review because fuck this place, never fucking
Yes,
go there.
because it's the amount of glee in his voice that he's tricking people into buying terrible bread or
Yeah,
making them drop expensive bread that he's then going to charge them for.
He's like the evil counterpart to Marco from JoJo Part 4. It's just like he's just like sinister but super nice. But this guy seems nice, but he's a dickhead.
Then Kindness Revolution. What happened in this one? This is the one I can't remember.
Kindness Revolution.
The one at the end is with the class sort of trying to cover for the one kid. Which one was that thing in?
It's so many things packed in. Like, I'm struggling as well.
Yeah,
See,
that does not seem to match anything that actually happens in it. As I remember. So we'll skip to Harrison in the hideout.
Yeah.
The Kindness Revolution is it's the two like dumbass schoolgirls just like fucking around.
Oh,
again.
that's it. Yes, they're fucking around again. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, and
it's all been expunged from my head because I've seen so many things like people just like prescription go like one check it out hamburger, is it pretty nice to burger? Hey, corn, yep.
Yeah, Harrison in the hideout is that so it's the youngest
Ikura,
one. Yeah,
she's
Nikura's made one of those Harrison
paper
fan
fans
things for hitting people over the head with.
Yeah.
Because She's just discovered that Wacko has moved into their apartment and is living in her cupboard wearing a dinosaur pajamas, and has also discovered that she can't wear her own pajamas because Nagumo is wearing her pajamas.
She's wearing her pajamas bottoms kind of thing. Is like, and she's like,
Yeah.
hey, notice I'm not wearing my pajama bottoms. Why is that? It's like, oh, I don't know. It's like, oh, is it because I'm wearing your pajama bottoms?
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. Slaps her on the head. It's like,
Like,
wow, that didn't hurt at all.
For all the noise it made, it's just like, you could look at it as, is it possible that you have, like, found the perfect, like, fold symmetry in a Harisen that, like, generates, like, an incredible, just, like, noise and sound when you twack somebody, but we're relatively unharmed. It's just like, of course, Wacko is just like, yeah, I would know about his esoteric ritual of fun thing. So some have said there's a Harisen perfectly folded in such a way.
It turns out the paper she folded is a treasure map. And then they all start trying to race each other to get to the treasure. And I think I'd figured it out because we'd seen earlier in the episode that Nagumo was running from the landlady to avoid paying rent. I was assuming
It's
it was
set
all
up in
a
a
plan
different bit. Yeah.
by the landlady. And it turns out it is. She tricks them into digging a hole for the local temple. Where's my voice going?
Digging a hole for rubbish. It's like, yeah, the kind of priest coming out is like, oh, thanks, you've dug the thing, but it's even though you can figure that out, it's the lead up to that. It's the fact that they all go well,
yes.
obviously,
Anything goes.
We'll go get the treasure, but I want 100% of it. And the other one's like, well, I also want 100%. And the other one's like, well, I also want it. It's like, okay, so we're gonna,
so do I.
We'll race for it, and then the series of Looney Tunes fucking things
Yes,
that they do
because
to
Nagumo's
interfere
like,
with
well,
each other.
I can run really fast, so I'm going to get there first. Nikuru's like, I didn't say anything about not taking a vehicle, so I'm going to hop on my moped. And then Wacko has, while they were thinking of this, handcuffed their legs together.
And they're like, "Hey, come on, man, handcuff for the legs. That's fucking bad play. That's poor form."
Sucker,
like,
I'm out of here.
Yeah, and it's like, fuck, she fly trapped at the front
Giant
of the fucking house.
Oh, come on, my shoes. Oh, no.
And then you can't feel bad about it because they were like sucker as they ran out the door. It's like, well, I'm just gonna gingerly walk there.
She gets there first, decides to wait for them. She pulls out those ninja walking shoes for going on the water, puts them on, and just slowly sinks into the river.
It keeps going like, goop,
yes. And then her hat floats away, and then the bubbles come up from where the hat was.
Yeah.
What are you doing to me, kid? You're doing a river of shadow.
Yes, because she doesn't dig the hole. She shows up after they've dug the hole, and they're like, "Why are you soaking wet again?"
I was in the river again. Why? Simple answer, like, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not explained why she's there. I assume she's there because Nagumo has let her in order to make the rent cheaper by having 3 of them in there.
Yeah.
And then we get the final part, which is we're a team refreshing class 3 as everybody tries to cover for Riko Izumi falling asleep while trying to answer a question.
We really only need one class member who's always on the ball with anything that comes up, as expected from every problem we need solving right now. Taro, or whatever his name was.
It's weird the way this show has multiple examples of the rule of 3, and they fucking get me every fucking time. The one where you're like the various kids going like, "That's him, that's our boy, he does the thing. He's our boy who always does the thing." And then the third time, I think the third guy says the fourth girl's line, and she's like, I got nothing. And that really fucking got me, man. That was a very good bit. Yeah. Yeah, very funny.
Yeah, this was a big old barrel of laughs. Grand old time.
So many sketches.
Yeah, Sakamoto. Yeah, I love a cartoon that's just a sketch show.
Yeah.
Sakamoto Days, episode 13, just desserts. Yeah, she drinks that ethanol and she kicks the shit out.
Makes her really mean.
Yeah,
it's scary.
She's gangster
mafia
drunk. Mafia drunk. That's it. Yeah. So she's 100% in on the mafia. At one stage where she sat on him and has stabbed him in the hand with a fucking trowel.
Yes.
She's like, "I'm sorry, I won't ever do it again." It's like, did I fucking say you could talk? Kind of thing. It's like, you're just here for an ass whooping. You're not here for any other reason.
Yeah, she's like, did you ever listen to people when they were begging for their lives? Yeah, it kind of he's made very pathetic very quickly, and then he gets killed in a taxi.
Yeah, it's a nice kind of turn because obviously he's like, oh, you can't read his mind because he's only thinking about murder, and you can't predict what he's going to think. And now he's thinking about, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, which is
It's
a
like
nice change. But yeah,
that's really nice. It's like, oh, this how like do you see from the outside the exterior side of the taxi, it's like the windows like explode into blood. It's like, and the driver is still there. It's just like like everything else in the world. As an average dude, it's just like, I'm just gonna like wind around the world of assassination. It's probably as a movie shoot. How's he gonna explain that?
Well,
I-
the cleaner guys will come and clean
dude.
up the taxi after they've cleaned up the hardware stuff.
yeah, yeah, and we later find out, like not in this episode, but that character, I feel like he would have paid the cleaning fee. Like he's actually a really
Yes.
nice
Really
guy.
good for it.
Yes,
I
it's
forgot about the
Hio.
voters. I'm not sure we've ever seen him very often.
That's what I was
Come back
thinking.
into it
I
for
was
any
like,
reason.
Yeah.
I forgot these guys are in it. Kind of
Yeah,
faded
yeah,
into the past. As
So
it
just
goes
we
along.
need a way to explain how everyone is so very laissez-faire about gunfights breaking out around them all the time. It's just like, oh, we got people for that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, part it's Kushida, the robot cyborg Diamond. Kashima. He gets confronted by a part who's like, hang on, what's going on here? Why have you really brought us here? Because he overhears him on the phone to slur about how the killers are just a distraction. It was fine that. Is this out? No, this must be later because two of them are being
It was
killed.
later
At that
because two
point.
of them were taken out at that stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get
Osaragi as well.
Osagiri, Osaragi
Osaragi
versus...
the dump. It's just like she's just very much like, I don't know, dog or cat or mother kind of pet. You can only kind of tempt her to do anything with if food is involved. It's how you train her.
She has her ritual that she has to go through, and she has to eat this specific thing, and that's her lucky food in the day. And then she kind of leaves your man in the lurch with the onions, which is funny because that's the one thing that he's weird about, is being served onions, even if it's someone's leftovers. But yeah, she's taken on Dump, who's got the power of retractable spikes, I guess, in her body.
Yeah, she's kind of like... things she reminded me of is obviously Miss Doublefinger from One Piece, of producing spikes out your body. And also just might be some weirdo who might get sent to fight Cutie Honey on any given weekday.
Spike claw, like that.
Yeah,
I think it makes a lot of sense. Our first like a little bit of censoring of like tasteful nudity here. It's like, I just love people so much, just want to fucking hug them and squeeze them and kill them. That's my love.
And
I've
it's
been
the idea
weird
that
about that all my life.
she can only love someone like up to the point of their no, please don't kill me face, and then that stops after I kill them immediately. So it's just like, and then I guess
it started with her
isn't real.
pets. Just escalated from there.
Yeah, it's been a long time developing, and we get that in contrast to our other girl, who seems really flat, and like I think she like loses the box containing her weapon like nearly immediately.
Oh,
as
and
well.
early on, but it's just like she doesn't really need it that much. It's just like,
no.
here's how we pray in Japan before bow.
Her weapon is the thing that makes her like extremely violent, but super strength seems to be her main ability.
There's any assassin worth their assault is like, it's probably just all of the hearty lunches that she eats every day that keeps him fit and strong.
Yeah.
But then the circular assault comes out.
Yes, and it is the case of the thing in the comic of seeing the end of an action, and they just have to just reproduce the comic, because otherwise it would be too unpleasant to include in a light-hearted action comedy to have somebody to see all the frames of someone being circular sawed in half. It has to be the lead into the action and after the action, which is always the thing I was worried about Chainsaw Man being adapted of. Of avoiding lingering on it, which I think the comic does in Chainsaw Man, and obviously the comic does even better in Sakamoto Days of just...
Well, it's very violent, but it's just like it went so fast. It was just immediate. It's almost like there's an absurdity to it that helps to paper over some of the were horrible things. Like the chapter
Yeah.
Sakamoto, you see like a dude get his head blown out the back of his head. It's like like gun in the mouth, straight up in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and also get like the hint of the darkness of Osaragi of like she's happy people don't like people don't exist to allow her the ability to kill. Uh, because he's
Yeah.
like, what would she be like if there was not a JAA? She'd probably in the same position as Dump is.
Well, according to her, she only like. Listen, I'm not a crazed killer or anything. I do things because I'm told to do them by my boss, by my immediate superior, making me the superior person. That's her logic.
And I
Yeah.
get rice bowls in return. So
Yeah.
So not much motivation it takes her to do horribly violent things, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of so I suddenly realized, oh yeah, I kind of appreciate how little background we get to most characters in Sakamoto Days. There's only a few who are like given the gift of a flashback to explain why they do the things they do.
And in this case, we give them the flashback of these murderers to go like, fuck these guys.
yeah.
Look at their background. They deserve it. Yeah.
Again, this is like very much like the Grappler Backy serial killer escape arc, where we're like,
yeah,
these guys are brought in to get a bit of their fun story. I'm up with beers here, but they're kind of there to get beaten up again and again and again to show how cool all our main cast is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get the bit with the parts going, hang on a second, why are you fine with two of us being killed? He just uses it as a distraction. I'm going to slice you into multiple pieces, dear man. Thankfully, that is fine. He can take that.
He's the one guy who that isn't a problem for. Yeah.
Oh, we got Heisuke is got up on the tower,
the Tokyo Tower. Yeah.
to see if he can spot any serial killers through the telescope. He's got photos, knows what he's looking for, and then one of the serial killers is wandering into the convenience store, and there's only Sakamoto's wife there.
Maybe he just is buying a cold drink. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Is it Minimalist the final
Minimalist
one?
is
the guy who squashes everything down to a little ball. Yeah.
I feel it's well, I suppose the story has upped this game a bit. I think like the production is kind of rising to meet it too.
Yeah.
Feels like well so far now. But we're getting a lot of casts just like sustain like all these are kind of big action bits happening episode to episode now.
Like there's the bit where HIKARU is like, I can see how her abilities work, and we get no explanation of how they work. Just that she's seen how they work.
Well, I think the thing she's found out is she's got one spike in either hand and 4 spikes in her body, and is like, that's all I need to know.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's it. We're good. Yeah. I'm all caught up.
Where the storage space for them is
doesn't matter. 1 in either hand, 4 in the body. We're good.
I guess I'm fine with wherever those claws go in Wolverine's hands.
Well, I suppose it telescopes out, so it could just be like
this. It could be stored
embedded in the skin.
But she appears to be able to direct them. They don't like stab out one direction; they stab out whatever direction she wants them to go.
Yeah, I guess it's like when you make
this is a more dignified way of killing somebody, but it's it's effective.
It works.
Yeah, I feel like the childhood idea behind it is those like newspaper trees you'd make.
Yeah, that's probably.
Where you'd flick it and then they'd form like a cone outwards.
That was just like told us like
retractable blade or a lightsaber or whatever. Yeah.
There we go. Detectives these days are crazy. Episode 4: Murder at the Mansion of Screams and Maki-chan and the Generation Gap.
I mentioned talk about the opening now or later.
Yes, mentioned the opening. The opening is basically our main character just aching in all the spots I ache. All 4 spots are the spots I regularly get aches and pains, and I've never related more to an opening.
Brian, I didn't know you were like a famous private eye.
Famous
What
teenage
are you doing
detective.
here? Why are you here solving mysteries?
And what about the ending, the Nile? What do you want to say about the ending?
Oh, I was like, it's just a kind of pace for it because it's also like a song that's been written for the program because it's about Mashiro and how she's such a kind of cute like genius detective girl, and it's just a
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of a really kind of like badass sounding like rap track. It's a nice kind of pump to it, and I added it on to there's like I do karaoke nights sometimes with this kind of group when I can make it, and it's like, we have a little kind of thing set up here where it's all like big database of anime openings and all sorts there. So I was just kind of waiting, refreshing, kind of when's this one gonna get in? Because I want to have a go at it. It's like there it is, finally in. It is like episode done. I've had my fun. I'm gonna leave that run because it's just like and it's like nodding my head. It's nice. I feel a way with the Open the City as well. That's actually a different kind of like what's more like a fun saying, whoa, kind of very slow, kind of waving like that kind of track. So we're doing
they have
good
really
music
nice
here.
rhythm to it. The other thing I do like about the ending of Detectives These Days Are Crazy is it gets to reuse the title cards, which
it shows you next week's like segment.
Yes. Yeah, that too.
I'm realizing I may have skipped it every single time.
Okay. It's just like it's just the title card teaser basically for what's coming up. Like it's not too much, but it is enough to go like, ooh, that's nice. Yeah. It's getting multiple uses out of them.
Murder at the Mansion of Screams. Nagumo and Mashiro are invited to a dinner party at the Mansion of Screams, where they are met by the Nagasaki family's manservant, who is wearing a mask that is kind of the Warsman
sinister mask.
Face
Smiling,
mask.
blank face, yeah.
Yeah.
The crescent shaped grading and all. There's the very it's sinister.
Is it because he's shy? And they're like, why do you?
It's just like, why are you wearing that mask? It's like, oh, I'm incredibly shy. I can't really have my face out. And everything like it's the thing of this seems like an incident is going to happen. It's the thing that keeps happening.
Every guest has a job that would make them either a murder victim or a murder suspect.
The house is like it was a place of a mass murder or something
10
like that.
years ago, it was a horrible slaughter.
Yeah,
you have to get here by a rope bridge.
In that incident 10 years ago, the bridge was severed and there was no way out. Why would it happen again? Oh, it's happened again.
I love how everybody gets an introduction card except Asunaru. When he shows up, he does not get an introduction graphic appear, and then complains that nobody has mentioned him, and Nagumo and Mashiro just carry on trying to ignore him.
It's for the best, yeah.
It is.
A lot of people getting ignored here. It's just at a certain point, this guy was a clown phone saying, "Yeah, what's going on with this mystery phone?" It's like, "Who the hell are you? Like, you just glossed over me when we were introducing on the cards to anyone. I was here all the time."
Yes, and at the end they go, "Was that the guy from the Nagasaki family? Never really showed up." They go, "No, he was here. You remember when you met the clown? He was standing behind him." But the essential joke is that everything is acting suspicious. When they go and investigate things, it's not suspicious. And then eventually, Mashiro destroys the rope bridge.
They go to check the rope bridge because it looks like there's been an explosion by the rope bridge. Yeah, lightning. And it's like, oh, like last time it looked like lightning hit it because it's a stormy night.
Yes.
And it's like, no, lightning did hit a tree nearby, but the rope bridge is fine. Yes. And she's like, fucking cowboy builders, and like basically shakes it loose.
Basher, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, oh shit. We gotta go back and forth. It's like, oh damn, like looks like their bridges out. We're trying to mention fun. The bridges out. What happened if it's like
my assistant will explain. Is his initial thing, yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's like positive. Obviously, someone has lured us all here because they got a squirrel settle to do with the incident from 10 years ago, and I think the person could be Asunaro. You take us home. Well, who is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's her. It's like,
yeah.
How did you know?
Just the fact that everyone who the fucking parcels passed is just has to go with it of solving the mystery, even though seemingly there's nothing happening. But yeah.
Yes, it makes sense. So he basically accuses Megumi Shirayashi, she's exactly the same age as the one survivor of the massacre, and she's come
Yeah.
here for revenge. And then she admits to it, and they're like, "Well, she's picking it up as well." Oh no, she actually was. We've just accidentally just come across a crime.
When you saw her destroy the bridge earlier, you saw a very obvious fucking device fly off with the
There was
bridge. It's
something
like
there, yeah.
she did bomb the bridge, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe my bomb went off early." And they're like, "Yeah, it sure did."
It totally did.
Yes. Yeah, then we get cut back to the off. Oh, they all get rescued by Maki. Well, and she's like, she's like, "Asunuru, when do you want picking up? I assume you're just going to stay here for a few days."
That's now like how did you figure out it was her? If I said, "Oh, this instinct."
Yes.
That's why you didn't know it. It fun said, that's like this says something. I'm half most of the time. It's good instincts. It's like
And,
Yeah.
and
Maggie's
also,
like, yeah,
whenever
he's got good instincts. He's a piece of shit, but he's got good instincts.
his thing of just like, oh, no clues, no fucking evidence line or anything like that. It's just like, it's always like when the woman does it, it's always like, oh, the woman did it. It's like, and he was just like, okay, so you're misogynist too. Thanks, like, just for being a prick guy.
Yeah, it's like it's more surprising when the woman does it. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
then Nagumo says, "I'm getting a roiling in my chest. There's still something we haven't solved. We got to go back." And then Bashir is like, "Oh no, there's nothing else. No, the guy was there. The family, they're all still alive. There was never a massacre in the first place."
Yeah, because when your man was even when he was questioning the butler earlier, like, and again the standard, like, wait a minute, the details you told me about that don't line up. And he's like, oh fuck, I was just reading from the Wikipedia.
Yes.
I don't actually know what fucking happened at that stage.
You should really put more citations in this.
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
The whole thing was nonsense. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and then he says, "We must go back," and then the freeze frame and the thing saying it was actually his acid reflux.
Acid reflux.
It wasn't instinct at all.
Got a burning feeling in my chest, like something is not right.
And then the last third is Maki and Nagumo go to a bar after they both are weirded out by the Pokemon Go clone that Asanaru and Mashiro, just causing them to get along as well. They have bonded over.
It may have figured like Nagamo did that, like, oh, I thought it was like you're another teenage type of like Asanaru and said, no, but I'm a 25-year-old woman, well, 20-something-year-old woman.
Yes.
Or no, I'm not. I'm still cool. I'm still cool. I'm so young.
Yes, I know
I'm
about
20.
Pokemon. Yeah, I assume
I love
Pikachu.
From personal experience, I assume 28 because that was the point at which generation gap hit me, was working, and then when we hired an 18-year-old, and then all of a sudden, an office of 28-year-olds, we suddenly realised he does not get any of our references, and that was the point at which we felt old. Yeah. No, just a fun little short sketch, which then also flips the Mashiro Nagumo thing with them some more of like, oh, the assistant is older than the detective in that pairing.
And the idea that they bond over is like, these fucking kids, man, and their monkey ponds and shit, and it's just like, no, I totally know what that shit is. I'm not old. I'm still hip. I'm still cool.
Oh, and
you'd be having all these beers? I don't know.
Yeah, and he goes like, Mashiro didn't even know what a phone card was, and we get a little flashback of her finding a phone card and pretending that she knows what a phone card is.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ashenaro, my good man. I believe this should cover the meal.
Charge it to my phone card.
Not the only Pokemon Go clone we see this week.
No.
How are these fucking anime we're watching always lining up really well?
There's always a lot overlapping. We're getting,
well,
like,
I think it's because we're watching so many of them.
That's true. Just, you throw that many darts at the wall, you're eventually going to hit the board. Like, the
theme is summer. Everyone go wild.
Yeah. Hell Teacher NUBE, episode 5, The Curse of Hatamonba, where we learn that ACAB also goes to the undead.
I mean, this is also this. I'd heard like of this before. It must be before visiting there or something. We got
like
reading
this
off
episode of NUBE or this Ghost or.
Is this no? But this it's just before visiting Japan kind of thing, and it's just so. If you find like a fiver dropped from the street, dropped from the road, like our young fellow does right here, it's really instilled in you, I guess, maybe from a young age in school, that you have to do your utmost. You gotta bring that to the police box, or someone could be missing that money. We saw that thing happen with Nikara in the city like the other week.
Yes.
It's just like, I guess a whole debate, and it's just like very much just like, oh yes, you gotta be an upstanding citizen. You know, if you find money, you should return to the owner as best you possibly can. For saying,
Yeah.
it's just like a real, like kind of like, this is where like a cultural gap really. For one saying, if you saw like a quid in the street, just pick it up and put it in your fucking pocket. Like, how are you gonna like locate, track down the owner of that? But within reason,
If
like,
it was someone's wallet or something, that's a little different.
Yeah.
But like,
I've taken just bring in the coin, fill in the paperwork, and in 6 to 8 months you get the 5 you found on the street off the police box. It's just like, just put it in your fucking pocket, like. And it feels like that's what made the whole thing seem overblown people and saying the ghost is haunting me because I picked up a $5 off the ground, but as this whole deal, like he could like lure you in with just like, you know, bigger quantities of money if you were really desperate, because he throws money at people who are desperate for it, and then that's a crime. All criminals must be beheaded. So
the idea that it's a crime to pick up like money that you just find on the ground is like, that's absolutely not a crime.
Just because also this is to teach you, to try and teach and treat these kids properly to be fine, upstanding young citizens.
Yeah.
And what's worse, it's got his sister as well. Yes, this is Kimura Katsuya and his little sister being targeted by. Is he a god or a yokai? What is he?
He's
the embodiment of a cursed sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, he rides around on
the temple he's enshrined in with the former beheading spot, and just all the lingering like grudge or resentment of that is like it was manifested into the sword and in the spirit thereof.
He misses cutting the heads off of criminals, so he tempts potential criminals with money on the ground and into committing the crime of spending that money. Yeah.
Yes, the yokai know what entrapment are. What entrapment is.
Apparently,
yeah. And there's I think the CG works quite well in this when he's chasing the kids on their bicycles.
They keep the kids on the bikes far back, but the way he wheels that fucking sword wheel thing is fucking class. So I was just like, they're focusing on that weird monster thing.
It is very menacing. It's probably just like, you know, it's a very like that motion where now I'm not supposed to get my fucking head cut off, but very quickly it did. It's just like so uncanny how he's doing it. It looks kind of silly, but because it's so silly, it makes it like all the more menacing.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
And there's also a big thread of like, because he won't tell NUBE, because he's like, I don't want to get told off by my teacher as well as being hunted by a vengeful spirit.
That'd be the worthless.
Maybe if I just return the money, he'll be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, once he went to the tunnel, I was like, oh, this is even more like the Wellington Paranormal episode with the ghost policeman. But less beheading in that, but also similarly people pursuing justice from beyond the grave when they've really got no right to. So eventually he's tried to apologize and give the money back, and the Hatamonba is having none of it. So then NUBE has to step in. It's like, yeah, you should have taken the money, but at the same time, this guy is really overstepping his mark. If you went and gave the money back and apologized,
he's really got to calm down.
Yeah. You the crime you've committed should be absolved by you returning it and apologizing. Like it's really minor.
It's just a $5 for fuck's sake. Give it a rest.
Yeah. And the other thing I was thinking, the references they were doing was the way they trap the entrapment demon is to do like the bit from Jurassic Park where like the raptor goes for the wrong side of the presses. Yeah. Which I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, because again, it was like, I did notice every time it goes really at something, it gets stuck in it every fucking time. So it's like we just have to get him stuck for a minute. So you can punch him from the side, because the side is where the big muscly demon lives, not where the circle their sword is. Yeah, so we're grand.
Punch him in the face. That's his weakness.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's now doing introducing all the rest of the class episodes, I guess.
Yeah.
We've introduced the sort of rival character earlier than the comic did.
Is that all of them? No, it got the one with a little bowl cut child.
Yes, I think we got him.
Yeah, hasn't done that one yet.
Then we've got Me and the Alien MuMu, episode 16, MuMu and the Action Camera. in the first half, we get another Pokemon Go game that Sakuraku is not only the best in the town at, she becomes increasingly addicted. And
The
is
perils of mobile phone addiction.
It's the one thing that allows her to be outgoing as a person. Like she like is
Yes,
issuing
that's what
commands
she-
at the raid battles and stuff like that.
This
It's
probably-
weird to me that you catch the little cats, but you have to like beat the fuck out of it before you actually like catch it in a little cat carrier.
It's a little cat paw. So
It is cat paws,
It is a
yeah.
cat on cat fighting. You're not like using
Yeah,
like
you're not a
human-sized
person, like,
fists to
punching.
clobber it. Yeah.
But at one stage, she is trying to like in the throes of her addiction. She's trying to do it to MuMu. It's like MuMu, that's not one of my cats. That's a regular cat. I don't want that. Obviously, insulting her real world alien cat.
Probably the one time we've seen her actually get like even like a small bit unpleasant to the character. It's just like and it's immediately fun saying, "What have I become? I'm hooked on my phone. I shot at my real cat."
Yeah,
and then the
also not a
punchline
real
of her,
cat. He's an alien from beyond the stars, but nonetheless, the point stands.
the punchline of her feeling so guilty about how she's been treating MuMu, getting in, and all the cats are having a massive party in her apartment.
Yeah, because even the shot of she's brought her phone her extra phone charger thing in her backpack, and it was like, "Where's room for MuMu?" says MuMu, and it's just like, "Don't worry, MuMu, it's just for the day." And then it's like, "Wow, MuMu, we're going to another raid, but oh, it's my charger in here instead of a cat that loves me." Oh, MuMu, I've been so wrong, and they're just all getting high off of all the cat fucking treats and shit. And it's like, fucking scatter, guys, get out of here. They're having the time of their lives.
But she's not mad, but she does pick up MuMu to hug him and then realizes that he stinks, which leads us to the second part, where she attaches a camera to find out what he's up to make himself so smelly.
That increasing fucking so good.
Apparatus. So it's camera. Okay, like maybe he gets up his takes his nose that.
While he's sleeping, I'm gonna put this GoPro on his fucking head on a hat, and he's like, "Fuck!" He's waking up. I'm on my phone, and he's just like, "Hmm." All right, I'm just going out. And she's like, "Okay, it's cool. Cat's off you." Oh, the battery ran out. Guess I have to put like a little jacket on him with like a battery pack. It's increasingly like attaching more stuff to him, and he does not fucking notice all this green screen shit he's got on him. It's very good, yeah.
So then she looks at the videos and sees that he's going into areas with cats, and we see the cat with the heart-shaped mark from the previous episode. And what he hadn't spotted is that this cat's got kittens, and so probably no chance of romance for him.
But nonetheless, he's got to defend her honor. Like, little cats are like, come on there, and they say that if it spots like a cat with kittens, like when they're in mating season, they might kill the kittens, and just gotta do it.
And puts the other cat back into heat because don't have kittens to take care of it. And it's just like, oh, that's cruel. And MuMu was like, nothing to my do. It's a lower life form thing, but the cats do the pounce. MuMu comes in with the cat kung fu, and does the right thing because he's cool guy MuMu. He's just gonna.
It's the same reference to that like Robocop did the whole comic about.
Yes,
it's like I'm just like some dust in the wind. This guy blow from one town to the next. Yep, yes sirree.
Yeah.
Sorry, baby, I'm bad news. I gotta leave you.
Yes, and he'd say that. And in real life, he's saying, "Oh, this means nothing to me," and then just ugly tears pouring down his face.
Like just the thing of him going like, "Listen, I don't fraternize with lower life forms. Listen, I'm an intelligent fucking being. I'm not gonna fuck a cat." And he's just like, "I want to fuck that cat." It's the joke of it. It's really fucking funny. Yeah.
Also, some really realistically drawn cat faces in this when they start fighting.
Horrifically realistic. Yeah.
It's all like.
Yeah, cats can make some very scary faces, as it turns out.
It's called a mid sneeze. It's just like
yeah.
Anyone look scary with that.
And also, you get to learn how these sort of cameras work.
GoPros? Oops, did I say the brand name out loud?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, action camera. As he's explained it to her off screen, but using a whiteboard and going through every fucking detail of these things prior to the events of this. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's definitely items that they must have got sponsorship on, like the Sharp stuff, the Chow cat food, tubes,
dual discs.
Yeah,
used for another purpose entirely.
Oh, if you have to make a deck out of smartphones, like that's a bit fucking outside of my expensive range.
Yeah, I mean,
Deck.
even Sakuragi later on has got loads of smart watches all of her arm when she's getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning hunting digital cats.
Like that looks dodgy, like a number
Yeah.
of ways. Because everyone saying, "Hey, you wanna buy an Apple Watch? Can play Pokemon Goes in it."
Mm-mm.
There we've got new Panty and Stocking episode 3, Project
Mm.
S, the worst dojo ever, Bitch Perfect, and Fuck and Furious. The first half, because this is the half an episode is worst dojo ever, is it's Scanty and Stocking. Yes, Scanty and Stocking.
Trying
said-
different like pairings there, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
They're sent to find a ghost at a dojo being run by Manda and his green pointy-eared dog. Um,
Yeah, it's a samurai
Hmm.
dojo, which is what's a samurai? Well, good thing Guy Jin is there to help
Yes.
explain what it is by just shouting random Japanese at us, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my least favorite segment they've done so far. I do like the dog being Baby Yoda joke and them having to clean it, and it then looks like a normal dog and then immediately jumps in the green slime of the pond, and it's back to looking like Baby Yoda again.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
why I didn't mind the Mandalorian things. I was like, that's dumb, but yeah, it's fine.
It's like about the guy. Why can't I try like different kind of pairs of characters to see how they go? I guess maybe this is one that doesn't have the pop to it.
Then Bitch Perfect is they all get addicted to Instagram.
Again, the running themes here.
Yeah, they have a
Influencergram.
really good name for it. Yeah, something like that. That
Uh,
whatever the name is, but yeah,
and then
it's just like, oh, getting likes is better than sex. It's like better than fucking sex. I'm horned up. Let's fucking go. And they all get too addicted to sex, and they get absorbed by a gorilla.
they get
demon.
invited to like the God influencer contest.
Yes.
Where at which
You
point
see like
Let's get to
some
there.
brilliant montages of like they've all gone different directions to try and like
The
jump on a
specific
trend to get
niches,
more
yeah.
fucking get more followers and that.
Mm.
Like Stocking has just gotten all jacked. It's just like, ooh, I'm going on like the weightlifting fucking like I'm on weightlifting like Gram.
Yeah.
Scanty got a little plastic surgery. Knee socks just got very thin and elongated.
Yes.
Where she's like now about 10 feet tall.
And Panty's wearing 3 paper straws because it is totally SDG, and I had to look that up, and that is Sustainable Development Goals.
Just making a statement with her nudity, man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then they all get absorbed by a giant gorilla who put the contest on, and they then just have to brief and
Overload it.
have to overload it with popularity so it explodes.
I do appreciate that the sound effect that explodes is with goon, which I was just like,
Yes.
that's another,
Mm,
that's
indeed.
pretty good. Yeah.
At which point, then that allows Garterbelt to move up to the top of the influencer rankings.
Well, he's gotten 2 likes, but you know, he's enjoying
The
it. So.
competition's been laid low. And the
Yes. Then the best part of this episode, fucking furious.
Yeah.
Panty
So-
has just had sex with a character we were never going to see again, and there is a scrunched up bit of tissue with some sperm in it, who are going to try and get Panty pregnant by driving up her from the ground to the bed. And to do this, they need to get their family together and all their cars.
Family.
This is the family. We are all like, if you charitably, you could call them like little cartoon ghosts with the little tails of the thing, but the entire fucking scene is white. All the characters are white because you know they're on a tissue and they are sperm. But yeah, they're going to get the crew together. They're going to get their cool. I guess the rigs are the sperm. I'm not entirely sure how the fucking logic works of it, but yeah,
it's a bit unclear as to where it begins. But
Yes.
if you're like trying to question like the scientific
logic.
veracity of a Fast and the Furious like homage made by jizz, then no.
Yeah.
This isn't going to grab you.
I like when they were like, okay, what's the route we're taking? And it's just the route of a pair of legs and a vagina. It's like, we're going straight in, you know. It's very stupid, very fucking dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, and this
just
is the this
it's
is the
very loving.
second.
It's very
Yes,
detailed. It's just
it is.
Yeah.
It's just
It
like,
really does like the Fast and the Furious movies because it does specific homages to specific scenes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, Dwayne, we should say this is the second episode they've done about sentient sperm.
I thought this was a new concept. Okay. Okay.
No, they've
This is
done
the
well,
first
one with the
Fast and the
first.
Furious
If
sentient
we're
sperm.
bringing
Okay.
back the idea again, this is like we're going to just do a, like the best anyone has ever done it, which I think it's just you, Panty and Stocking. No one else has ever done this, I don't think, or not in this
Okay.
way.
Yes.
This the detective, like there's a jizz bullet time from Golden Can We Count? I don't know. But certainly you can always buy a top 10 anyway. You can put together with like
Yes.
jizz
Sure.
related
Yeah.
anime
Action
sequences.
scenes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it's episode 3 of the first series, has pulp addiction described here. The ghosts of vengeful sperm cause a shortage of tissue paper, rendering the men in Dayton City incapable of wiping themselves after ejaculating. That's the plot
Gross.
of the episode.
Excellent.
Yeah, I like Bitch Perfect Fine. It has a very funny title, but yes, the Fuck of the Furious, I think, sort of dragged it back from Project S, which I think is, I don't know how much they're using this for like new animators and stuff because it felt like Project S looked distinctly different in terms of some of the stuff they were doing visually. It felt like very crammed, like everything was
Yeah,
super
like I had
tight.
to. I think I had it on the laptop, and I was like, I need to put this on the fucking table, like, because all these are very like tight shots. And I think they were trying a few things, like there was a bit with Gaijin, like
Going through
wandering
people's
in and out between
legs.
their
Yeah.
legs and stuff.
Yeah.
They were doing stuff with perspective. They were trying, so that would suggest like maybe
It's
trying new
a lot
people.
of it's them trying to team up to wash this dog. You scrub out brush and it's like, you know, it's just a
Yeah.
tiny little thing. You're all kind of woo coming in and coming out and coming in and coming out.
Yeah.
I could appreciate they were trying things, but it didn't really work for me.
And it's funny because like that was like trying a lot of interesting animation and visual stuff, maybe a little too tight shots, but like for the most part, the Fuck of the Furious was not very well animated, but really fucking funny.
They're
Yes.
just
the
like, you know,
important
almost like
fucking
all
thing.
the paper cutouts. Because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
faces barely move. Some of them like no, they're talking, but their faces don't move at all. It's just like
Yeah.
The Roman one is just like it's just his face is that like, even with how he's like not doing it. It's just
Then we
good stuff.
got Dr. Stone, episode 15, The Escape. How are they going to get away from Sydney? Well, they're going to sacrifice one of the crew to do it.
One of us has
Mobile
got to
lab.
make for the Panama Canal.
You
so
don't
it
mean
looks like
I'm
we're-
sorry. It has to be this way. It's just like no, science car. No, Senku, we made that together. Yeah, but it's been stripped down. It's just to
We
shut
took
up
the lab
and
out,
say,
like-
but it's like my son.
It was a
and
key
they
player
put
in the whole war. Yeah.
They put a load of junk on it, so it's going to be like a fucking beacon for any radar along the way. So it'll hopefully will follow it off and throw them off course for a bit.
Yeah, it's the idea that listen, the Panama Canal probably isn't there anymore, which is this is the episode that covers it. But the odds that it does exist, and the odds that that's the real ship, and this is the ship we're on is the decoy. They have to go for the one that's taking the shortcut, so that'll give us maybe a couple of days head start on them. But I did like the way it divides. Who thinks the boat is one of the team, and who thinks the boat is just a tool? And they get outvoted, obviously, with the guys who love the boat. Yeah,
it's not necessarily just like the moderns, like or the pre-moderns who were like all caught up. But even Taiju was going like, "Fuck, come on, me!" Like,
well, he's doing the One Piece fist in the arm with the X.
Yeah. Good stuff.
But we gotta make some bikes.
Yes, we're gonna get
what
some
we're gonna
rubber.
do is we're gonna like land this boat and we're gonna make us 6 bikes. What are we gonna like? Well, where are we gonna get like 6 engines though? I'm saying if you want to call, this boat has got a 6 engine array and all the bits we need. So it's gonna turn that into those.
And it's like one lead bike that produces is it charcoal? I know the fuel's based on charcoal, but gas based off of the charcoal engine, and then feed that cylinder into the other 5 bikes. Yeah. It's a pretty neat system, as they often do.
And then
Yeah,
Stanley arrives just as they've got the bikes ready. They burst
It is
through
funny
the
that like
boat.
as they're going there, they're taking apart the boat, and as they land, they are immediately like tearing fucking planks off it and shit. It's just like, just whatever we got, man, just take it off. Yeah.
And then we get them evading the different attacks that Stanley can send after them. So like bullets to
different
begin
nets,
with,
yeah.
they bring up a dust storm to cover it. Is it then Stanley shoots the two fighters?
Shoots two fighters, but like but like we can't like fire too willy nilly because we're gonna hit Zeno. But he's blinking in Morse code, so he's giving us some clues of
Yeah,
what's going on.
that's the last part
Zeno
after the planes fail because they stuck sugar.
Yeah.
They
in the engine.
sabotage it by putting sugar in the tank.
Yeah.
Zeno has tricked Hyoga into tying him onto the back of the bike so he they can
Yes.
use him as a human shield. But it's kind of like, yeah, he probably would have done that anyway, and it's a good idea because Stanley is not going to shoot his boyfriend. I mean, boss. So you're fine. But yeah, he's blinking in Morse code to Stanley, so he's communicating something about the plan. Because while they did let him have a knife to get rubber, they're not going to let him anywhere near the communication stuff.
Yes. Yep, that's pretty much it. They've got away, but Stanley has some information.
He's in hot pursuit. We gotta use rivers lying around to just take up a boat and like make these bikes wherever we can. Make sure they look absolutely class when
Yeah,
you
yes.
first out. Okay, they
That
gotta
is
look
very
cool.
And it's a good action set piece, and like it goes through the various stages really well. And I like that they kind of even go over the stuff that the is it the Andes in South? That's not the Andes in South America. It's the
Well, they're like Peru is just like that. They're on the southern bit of Central America, just where South America begins. So yeah, I'd be hitting Peru and the Andes. They go on under.
But that it's in time, obviously it's desertification. It's actually like desert up to the thing, and that changes the landscape a bit. But it's like that means we can go fast, but it means we're gonna have no fucking cover, which is like, yeah, it keeps the chase up really punchy. So calling it the escape, I think, was an appropriate thing for it. Yeah.
Well, it does feel like very kind of frantic. Okay, we gotta fucking ditch the boat, fucking ditch this boat, then ditch that boat, then get on these, then keep moving.
There's a real pace to it, which Dr. Stone doesn't necessarily always have, but yeah, in this case it does.
Well, it's kind of closing in, like, you know, I guess the viewers at home who haven't read it, it's like, when they're getting so close to the mystery, they're gonna find out, like, you know, where it came from, like, you know, what's in the basement. We're gonna finally discover what it is.
And of course, I am fairly certain he meant it to imitate the way discoveries come faster and faster as the plot gets faster and faster.
Yes.
Towards the end. Then we got Dan to Dan, episode 16. That's like way deadly. In which Mongolian deathworm has been killed. The volcano has erupted. What are we gonna do? Well, the Keto family
corpse.
Like gonna fight MuMu, but then she gets saved by the priest who was supposed to be looking after her. In the first place, we get the flashback of Seiko calling the priest with the most limited amount of information.
Hey, 3 kids are going to show up. Look out for him. And he's just like, sorry, who? Who's this? Hello? Oh, she's already... Okay. I don't know what that was about. It's like, oh, you were the only person who came to the fucking temple in the last couple of months, and you're asking about the Suki no. I was like, and then I realized it was you, which is why I've come here with my karate skills to defend you while you take this worm and run through town with the end of it, basically. One end of it.
Then they get attacked by Evil Eye, so then it becomes the Keto family mother and MuMu and the priest now fighting the Evil Eye.
I like the fact that they have to go like, hey, I know you wanted to fight me for defiling your god's corpse, even though you seem to have switched to worshipping the volcano
yes,
now.
That's my favorite.
You're like, sacrifice it to the volcano. It's like, okay, so you're done with that god just because I'm using its corpse as a fire hose. All right, cool, guys, real cool. But then, yeah, Evil Eye shows up and they're like, well now we have a common enemy, and this guy is going to kick our ass with a soccer soul ball. So we have to work together.
But Evil Eye's too powerful for them. But then, luckily, Nova Demon shows up to fight the Evil Eye, along with his UFO being driven by his son and descending from the
won't
UFO.
stop singing.
Yes.
He's singing the theme song. He's singing the
Yes.
theme song for the other help that he's brought, the most important help,
Yes.
which is Granny riding the
Taro.
that sounds wrong. Standing on Taro like he's a cool surfboard, but it's just like this tractor beam. It's really good at pulling, not so great at pushing that stuff down. It's pretty. It's pretty
it's
slow.
just
at
as
putting
slow, I
stuff back.
suppose. One saying, "Come on, put a fucking ladder in this." What's up?
Yeah, I've forgotten how wacky the Deus Ex Machina is in this arc. Because yes, they then use Taro to seal the Evil Eye by putting Gigi inside of Taro.
They've like all talismans inside of it.
Yes.
I meant to go check in the comic the way it was rendered, but the way I caught it from the comic anyway is that that model already breaks down into all these little components anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how it
I
works.
think it's just kind of smashed up and just kind of reformed somehow by itself. But the same principle applies. It's like, hey, it's all like blessed on the inside, so it seals you in. He's kind of carrying around his organs in his hands anymore. Like, what am I do with these? Let's put them into a bag or something. It'll be fine.
They're my organs. I have an attachment to them. And the granny giving out to the young fella from the temple is like, hey, how come you didn't get your sword? It's like, to be fair, I did really good considering the lack of instruction you get. And she's like, fair point. Fucking, it's just she's not gonna give him shit after that because he stood up for himself, which is good for him.
Okarun. How about Okarun? It's like, have anybody seen Okarun? He's and MuMu has dashed off frantically to the house
inside the hole that has the house left cleared by the Dover demon. It's just a big pool of lava now. She's like, I gotta go in and save him. I said I'd save him. It's like, you can't jump into a pool of lava. And fortunately,
Chiquitita
is used the tractor beam to pull out a lump from the lava. It's a good thing. It's a lucky thing he went to save Granny, because the mucus from the worm formed a cocoon around them, protecting them from the lava.
And
convenient,
of course, Granny yells at her for taking so long to rescue them.
Yeah. And it's the nice combination between like him kind of like falling out and hugging her. It's like, oh fuck it, sorry, I didn't mean to hug you, and her like actively choosing to hug him and going like, I'm so glad.
It's a nice moment. Saying, I'm sorry, I fucked up. No, I'm sorry, I fucked up. We're both fuck ups.
Yeah. Really good.
Yep, fantastic ending.
It's very satisfying. Like this, I used to look at that, and I was really just fun digging this, like the multiple direction action scene that's happening.
Yes.
And there was just some pretty fun tight shit where it's just like swerving around, and it's not just like always a CG swerve. They've animated in bits in there where like the ground is animated and it's like moving and sweeping around them, and it's just so cool. And I love when like the priest, his karate form is just perfect. It's just like, you can see this fun thing, and he goes into flying kick, and it's just absolutely like, again, the comic is great at that. It's just obviously Tadanobu was just fun massively into like kung fu for them, martial arts for them. It's just like how can I work some of that in here? That it's just just the form was just so good. You see like all of the stances and things in the comic is brilliant.
And having the 3 against the Evil Eye really works very well, because half the time it's just like we're trying to land hits on him, but also we keep having to kick each other out of the way of his incredibly deadly kicks and football. Just really, really.
Even like Seiko, you've seen up to this point is just like, oh well, Jesus, she's like top of the heap. You can beat anything.
Yeah.
Like she can't beat him either. It's just like we gotta basically cheat and capture him in this like to win. There's no way to actually take him down. Again, good little synergy for what's happening in the comic right now. It's because that is kind of back in the picture again.
Yes, almost everything from this has been back in the picture again.
Well timed, yeah.
That's it for this week.
Reminding me of all the details.
I have not got round to watching My Melody and Kuromi yet.
Oh yeah.
It is on Netflix, but I had plenty to watch, and also I started watching things for next week as well.
There's little kind of things like that. I'm still trying to cram in just other things from my own, like personal, my personal curiosity. Like it's just like there's so much time. I want to like expand my mind and like investigate these little pathways, but there's too much of the shit to fucking get through. I say shit, it's all gold.
No, it's there's too much good stuff. If there's more shit, we wouldn't have this problem because we wouldn't be watching it.
By shit, I mean stuff. I mean stuff. I mean good stuff.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, like I'm not gonna go into the stuff that happened in the Witch Watch, but like I don't mind like leaving Witch Watch out because there's so many other good things. And again, we're reading the comic. Like this week's one was a good one as well, but it's just there's such a wealth of good things on. It's easy to.
Please let us rest. Please
Yeah,
let me die.
So that's it for this week's episode. Let's go. We'll be back
On
next
that
week
positive note.
with more upbeat thinking like that. Ta-ra for now.
Bye.
See ya.
Maybe one day I'll play my monkey game.